We're back at Harbor Yard today with pitching coach Pat Ahern of the Bridgeport Bluefish. And today I want to talk a little bit about a conception that very few people address, and I actually wasn't very familiar with until I coached in college, and that is the effectiveness of the high strike. Interestingly enough, in college baseball, the two weakest spots in the strike zone for hitters are up and in and up and away from both sides. And I know we think of low strikes, and I'm not diminishing the importance of that, but the high strike can be very, very effective for two reasons. I mean, I understand as a hitter, Pat's the pitching coach here, but as a hitter, very few hitters can lay off that pitch, and the other axiom is that it's hard to get on top of that. So Pat, can you comment on that?
Well, yeah, I think one of the biggest deceptions or strengths of a high fastball, if you will, is that it's pretty much going to come out of the same tunnel, the same release point as a low strike. And so the hitter sees a pitch that he recognizes as a hittable pitch in the zone, a pitch that he wants to engage on. But since it's elevated in the strike zone, it tends to get on him just a hair quicker, and so he's either a little late or a little behind on it. And it gives a really good contrast to other pitches that are going to be down in the zone too. So if a hitter's seeing the ball coming out of his hand the first few feet and it looks like it's a hittable pitch and it'll stay on that high plane, it'll get on him a lot quicker. And then what it'll add is deception on breaking pitches and pitches that are thrown down in the zone, because they all look like they're coming out of the same plane, and the breaking ball will dip down off of that plane, or a high fastball will just stay on that plane. So it gives a really wide range that the hitter has to cover. So when they see a ball out of the hand and it looks like something they want to engage on, the high fastball is really effective because it gets on them quicker. It's a big contrast in speed as to what a hitter sees that's a low strike.
There's one other thing, since every time we talk I get excited about the concepts that you're talking about, and the other thing is that what you're saying there also feeds into the idea of the strength of one pitch gives strength to the rest of the pitches, doesn't it? You're talking about the high pitch all of a sudden makes that low pitch look better, that makes the breaking ball look better. The strength of one pitch builds upon the strength of the other pitches as well.
Well, that's big, and I mean, when you talk pitching, when you talk pitch selection, a big word that I like to use is contrast. And there's an effective velocity that a hitter sees based off of their reaction time. And so you cut down their reaction time by increasing the height of the pitch, or you make them a little bit late or a little bit early by moving the ball around in the zone. If the ball's tighter in on a pitcher's hands, they have to start their swing sooner. So a lot of times the radar gun may say something, but the hitter's eye is going to say something else. So pitches that are closer to a hitter's hands are effectively going to be harder. No matter what the radar gun says, if you throw an 85-mile-an-hour fastball down and away, to the hitter's eye it's going to look like about 82, 81. If you throw an 85-mile-an-hour fastball on his hands, it's going to look like 91. So contrast is a big key, and that's why when you have a fastball that you can throw up and in, down and away, up and away, down and in, you've got four different pitches. Four different pitches, four different looks for the hitter, and it magnifies the amount of things that a hitter has to react to and try and make solid contact with.
Okay, that was great, especially when that's something that's not verbalized, is the idea that even the fastball, which most people think conceptualize as one pitch, it's a different pitch here, it's a different pitch here, it's a different pitch here, it's a different pitch here. All right, we'll end on that. Thanks, Pat. That was great.
Thank you.